Okay, so the first part of this got corrupted in the original VODs because I was dumb and I forgot to record it, and or wait, no, the corruption got recorded. Not recorded, corrupted. Yeah. So I'll just go over a couple of my thoughts when building this throne room section. So I decided on a couple blocks that I wanted to use, mainly purple and white terracotta. I didn't use white concrete because I liked how the terracotta looked a bit better. As you can see, I'm using the stripped birch right now. That will get changed later. Yeah. So when I went through this, I was very precise in like dimensions and everything. So I wanted to make sure everything was perfect. As you can see later, dimensions will get ruined. But at least I have a one space where everything is just perfectly aligned. So that is the throne room that I'm building. I really want to do a lot of different walls with it. Mainly because it would be like overlooking the city, and to the right of where I am right now, it is overlooking this beautiful, beautiful little lake, which I will later be building something there. Yep, there I am going with the with the white terracotta because I looked at the birch. I'm like, oh no, that is gross. I'm changing that, and that is basically how I discovered my color palette. I go through, I look at things. I'm like, does that look right? No, that looks disgusting. And so I was like, I wanted to make these beautiful, like, arched walls and everything. But unfortunately, with stairs, it is a bit difficult to not have little holes throughout the entire thing. So that was my main challenge with this build. Trying to make sure the stairs didn't have holes in it. So I had to layer things, which, adds a nice effect. And what am I looking for there? Magenta. Oh yes, I never used any magenta in this. Because it was like too saturated, I guess. I don't know. I am very, very picky with my colors. And I would be using glass panes, not as how they're intended. I use them as pillars a lot because I think they look fabulous. So a lot of this is just me going through and deciding, do I like things, do I don't like things? And a lot of my building style is very, very trial and error. So enjoy my brain process building. It's definitely a process. So going through doing detailing is probably one of the most tedious tasks for me because I have to decide how do I want to do this, and then I have to make sure everything lines up. So I didn't really focus on the outside as much as I did the inside, mainly because it is such a large project and you'll be walking around it inside, not really outside. I will take care of that later. We have other projects to do first. But I used a lot of stairs, which I would later regret doing, but it does look somewhat nice. I could say it looks nice. So, a lot of this detailing that I will do will be ruined later. Mainly because of fixing things. Yeah, so nothing stays permanent really on my first go around of this. Mainly all I had to do was really try to get one side of it correct, and then I could just go over and mirror it on the other side. So yeah, it's a lot of mirroring, and it would be easy if like I just had a canvas with a symmetry tool like in Procreate and use that instead. And I decided I wanted 2 wings on this. Yep, 2 sides. Very large castle that I will later sort of regret, but not regret doing. I liked how it turned out in the end. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, so I think one of the hardest parts for me was figuring out how to do the giant archways. And at this point, I discovered, you know, this kind of looks like a bug. Just like, it kind of looks like a cicada in a way. You'll see later on as I do the roof and everything. It looks kind of neat, and I wouldn't change it because I spent a lot of time and effort in it. I don't want to go through and redo everything. At this point, I discovered, oh no, my dimensions were incorrect. But it's just a beginning phase of the build, so we can easily change that. It kind of looks like an egg a little bit. A weird egg. Yeah, I think it's because it's just the oval shape instead of, you know, like a traditional square castle. I didn't really have any reference for this. I took a little bit off of like the Corona castle from Rapunzel Tangled, that's what it's called. But I really didn't stick with this. At this point, I just let my mind go, and which is how I approach a lot of builds. I just go through how I really want to. Not a lot of planning, but definitely a lot of trial and error. But at this point, everything was coming together, and I wanted to make like a little back section for a little throne, so I could start and end every stream. As you can see, at this point, I had a vague idea about the style I wanted the castle to be in. There I go, trying to do the arches on both sides. This was definitely one of the more tedious tasks, definitely. But it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. It's just checking and double checking everything and making sure it's all looking right. The finished product absolutely looks fabulous from a distance. We'll come back to that little section later on, but not right now, not for a couple more episodes. I have built it though. I have started building out that area. It looks really good. If you want to see that, maybe check out my stream. See me build live. I stream Minecraft every Monday, Saturday at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. PST. That's my correct times, yeah. So if you want to check me out there, that's the best time. At this point, I decided it's a great time for a water break. It's always a great time for a water break. Hydrate or dihydrate, you know? I really like the layered glass effects. They're really cool, so I try to do like a mini one in this. But I also wanted to add my logo in somehow, which was, you wouldn't think that it would be difficult, but I like making circles in Minecraft, and Minecraft is not like that. They like you building in squares, so that was my fault. Sorry, Minecraft. It's not your fault. It's mine. Oh, and there you can see a little better because the sun is later down in the day. I don't know how to say that. I'm getting tongue-tied. I decided, you know what? I'll do it on top so I don't have to go through and get rid of all that glass again. And I think, is that the final design I went with? I don't remember. Yes, it is. Okay. I never really do a very big builds. I like building, but I never really did any big builds, so this was definitely one of the larger ones that I have done, but I would like to do more in the future. They're really fun. Probably nothing like Hermitcraft level, but still just do more building, big builds, and like, you know, just letting my mind wander. I did add, I think, did I keep that glass? Yeah, I did, because I wanted to like blend the colors a bit so it looked a little more magenta, but not like ugly magenta. Just still have like that soft like ombre. There I go, adding more stairs. That'll be a common theme in this. So yeah, we got the floor done. Well, floor and walls. And now it is on to the roof. When I tell you, this was one of the worst things I have ever done in Minecraft, you probably would believe me. This roof was an absolute nightmare to build. It really was. Well, as you can see, I'm trying to avoid it by doing some detailing, but unfortunately, I had to do it. And here, I remembered my hundreds of hours of watching Grian to try to do some ombres, but that didn't work out. I didn't like how anything looked with the ombres, so I tried. I really tried, but I'm sorry, Grian. I just stuck with the regular purple block. It was so difficult to try to line up everything in a very, not ugly looking manner. Just trying to get the center of everything. I do things in one half and then I go mirroring on the other side and more mirroring and more mirroring. As you can see, I decided y'all didn't need to see that, so here's part of the roof, yeah. This glass portion, oh, I don't want to remember it. Ugh. I tried adding a little bit of like a break in it. Doing the stair part actually was big brained because it was very easy. It helped me check if I got everything lined up. But then it got a little difficult. Trying to figure out how to do everything and line everything up. The center part was pretty easy, but the other portions definitely took some brain power, to say the least. Brain power and brain cells that I normally just do not have. So, got that portion done, and then I decided, you know, I want to break it up with white. And then you see, it starts looking more like a caterpillar. Every more, but I liked it. I think it looks really cool. As you can see, of course, I always get my dimensions incorrect. Luckily, I don't think I had to go through and redo any of the walls. I might have. I don't remember. I try to block this out from my mind. So, the center portion is now done. As you can see, I cut through a lot of the unnecessary bits. You probably did not want to see me struggling for like another like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. But this portion was a bit difficult because I just needed to make sure everything was not really peeking through all the stairs, but it does look really cool. I decided to do like white terracotta bricks just so you know, add some breakup in the roof, do a little bit more interesting stuff, you know. I could, you know what I should have done? I should have added an ombre with the glass. That could have looked cool, but I didn't do that, and I don't want to go back and redo everything because that took so much time and effort. It took me 3 hours, I think, to do this entire roof. It took a very, very long time, but, you know, I wouldn't change it. Everything looked good. And at this point, I realized, oh, I forgot to do this entire section. So I went back, redid it. Was not that difficult, just trying to make everything line up. At this point, I was like, okay, it's not perfect, but you know, we'll get there. It'll be fine at the end. Then I decided to do more white. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good, and yeah. It looks fantastic from the inside. If you look up, it is just really, really cool. And say hello to our llama. Our llama does not have a name, but they were there when we first got there, so I was like, yeah, I'll keep the llama. They could be our little mascot. So I have lore in plan for this, like just in my brain lore. So I can go in a little bit about that. So this castle, this realm, is ruled by the Fey, the Queen Fey, i.e. me. Because this is my realm. I don't like being a monarch. It is a monarchy with a representational monarchy. There we go. I know a little bit too much about political science, mainly because I took 2 years of AP histories and got 5s in them. Not to brag, but it is one of my favorite achievements. So yeah, I had it's a representational monarchy with like a representational democracy with the monarchy on top. Sort of like Britain, but you know, I still have a little bit of power because I made this entire place. I deserve a little bit, you know? But yeah, so this place was found by the ruler Fey, and she decided, you know, I'm just gonna build a castle here and see what happens. So that's what she's doing. It's not the best. It's not super city planned. That's for a little later on. But it's whatever comes to her brain, and that's how I work, so that's how she's gonna work. At this point, I remembered, oh, I have to try to mirror that. That's kind of difficult. And I had to get rid of some stairs because, you know, purple blocks, yeah. It's like tiles. I really like the block, but yeah. So roof, almost done. Looks really cool. But that's it for today. So yeah. If you enjoyed the build, please stick around for the next episode, and I hope to see everybody soon. Please like and subscribe. Bye.